Dear guests, it gives me a great pleasure to be here today and to be able to share my journey so far as an entrepreneur. My name is Sigrún Lilja, and I am the CEO and founder of an Icelandic fashion label called Gyðja Collection. Gyðja means goddess on Icelandic. I have divided the presentation into 4 different categories. I will start by telling you about the company and myself. Then the adventure that has been in building the company, the brands, and finally the future plans for Gyðja. Gyðja is an Icelandic fashion brand with accessories and perfumes. The Gyðja products strive to inspire people from around the world, using energy and materials which resides in the Icelandic nature. I created Gyðja because I felt there was a gap in the shoe and accessories market. I wanted to be able to wear eye-catching, glamorous and sexy shoes that would help women to express their inner goddess and power in shoes and accessories. I can't deny it. Shoes have always been a passion of mine, ever since I was a little girl growing up. But that has designing and making clothes and being creative always been too. But one of my true passion now is market and building my own brand from scratch and watch it grow. Now, before I tell you more about my adventure, I want to introduce myself a little better to you. Today, I'm a best-selling author. I'm a fashion entrepreneur. I'm a designer and a perfumista. I have both men and women fragrance that are one of the best-selling perfumes here in Iceland. In 2010, I was running my own company. I had launched several accessories collections as well as my first signature perfume, and I was distributing throughout Iceland with success in both sales and marketing. In 2011, my first best-selling book was published in the US. I work in my dream job. I'm living my passion, and that happens to be my job. I run my own lifestyle fashion brand. I have been given the privilege to build up my baby, my company and my brand from scratch. And believe me, I wasn't born into wealth. For some people, it's really hard to believe that a young woman is able to build up a company like I have from scratch without a strong financial background. But I did. It hasn't been easy, but I have loved every single minute of it. I put my heart and all of my passion in my creation and building my brand. I'm a positive person with large dreams, and I will continue working hard and doing whatever it takes to see my dreams come true and my brand to grow. I have very lofty goals, and they keep me from giving up when times are tough. And it also motivates me to be brave and to act on the opportunities when they arrive, to bring me closer to achieving the life that I desire. I have a special interest in marketing and branding, and some say I have skills in it too, but we aren't born with skills in marketing. We can do our best to learn how it works and then use it, and that's what I've done. Before I go to bed, I read branding and marketing books, because I know that marketing and building awareness is one of the most important things when building a brand and putting a new product out there. I had the honor to co-author in a book called The Next Big Thing that was published in the US and worldwide in March 2011. The book features forward-thinking trends to help entrepreneurs and business people dominate the new economy. My chapter is called Brand Marketing the Gyðja Collection. On the day of the release, the book reached a bestseller status on Amazon.com that made me a best-selling author. Last October, I was offered by the National Academy of Best-Selling Authors all the way to Hollywood, where I received the Golden Quilly Award for my book. After the success of the first book, I was offered to be a part of another one. That book is very exciting for me because I will be co-authoring, among other business experts, mostly from the US, with a true legend, the best-selling author and motivational speaker, Jack Canfield. He has written many best-selling books, One of the most famous is the chicken soup for the soul. And he is well known for his part in the movie The Secret. This new book that is filled with advices from people that are entrepreneurs and corporate leaders will be published this autumn in the US and worldwide, and has the name The Success Secret. Now this is what Gyðja is all about. We are not trying to compete or follow other brands or worldwide designers. Although I like to explore how others have made their empire successful, couture is not what we are about. To be honest, I'm not fond of the world where women are treated like dolls that don't have a voice. Gyðja is created, built, owned, and run by a woman, and I want to encourage women to take action and to be heard. That's what myself and Gyðja is all about, to support our sisters all over, help them to find their inner powerful strength, and encourage them to take action. Gyðja is owned by a woman for women to represent powerful women. Our vision is to create our own fashion world, where we combine the modern powerful woman who dares to be different. She's both elegant and glamorous, but she loves good quality. She has a strong voice and she is heard. This powerful woman is combined with an environment of our heritage, our speciality, our origin, and our roots, the Icelandic nature. We have charisma and we have a big character. We are creating our own fashion world for our brand with our big charisma, glamour, elegance, and eye-catching styles. At the age of 24, the adventure began when I was traveling with my family in Egypt over Christmas and New Year's, 2005 to 2006. During one of my days there, I ran into a leather store. I got to talk to the owner, who told me that they produced all the products themselves. I got excited, and I asked if I could design my own pair of eye-catching glamorous boots and handbag in the same style that I wanted badly, and I felt it was missing from the market. 3 days later, I received my first design of accessories, and I received praises for the uniqueness of my design. I decided then and now to try out the whole collection of accessories and started the development of Gyðja Collection. In 2007, Gyðja Collection was formally established by offering a complete line of accessories on the company's website online. I tried to use the entrepreneurial environment on Iceland as much as I could when I started, and it helped me a lot. I also talked to people and I got advices. But I've learned that most important thing is to always follow your own heart. It's impossible to listen to everybody's advices. Just be picky and take in what you think you can absolutely help your business. If you have a true passion for what you're doing and you have your heart in the right place, it will definitely get you far. And with persistence as well, it will get you all the way. Over the years, my business have gone from strength to strength. I wanted to build the business as much as possible from within. So in the beginning, and for the first years, I didn't take any loans or get investors into the business, and I still keep that in minimum. I tried to be smart in the financing part, so I just started my business for around $2,000. I didn't take out from the company, so whatever came in, I used to build it up from within. Like a true entrepreneur, I worked in my company without getting paid for the first years. And I got my first paycheck 18 months ago. That was a very proud moment for me, to get my first wage slip for my own company in hands. Now we are 4 people that work full-time for Gyðja Collection in our head office on Iceland. And I have producers and outsourced employees outside of Iceland. In building up the company, it helped me that I try to be very careful in everything that we do, and it's always a priority of mine to keep the cost down. I often hear that things or projects are impossible to do with the budget that I have in mind, but I can tell you that almost every time I can prove them wrong. It's unbelievable how much you can do within a very low budget if you use your head in trying to go different ways and that cost less, and get the people with you. One of my greatest achievements was to take on the perfume world by storm when I launched my first signature fragrance called EFJ Eyjafjallajökull by Gyðja for women that is made from the Icelandic glacier and volcano Eyjafjallajökull that erupted in 2010. This exotic perfume became one of the best-selling fragrances nationwide right away and has opened up many opportunities for the company. Gyðja has currently 2 brands, Gyðja Collection for accessories and Gyðja Perfume for the perfumes, and soon the 3rd brand will be added, Gyðja Beauty, for some of the brand's future beauty products. I slowly grew the brand until the year 2010, and that became to be a legendary year for Gyðja. When the forces of nature took control in the Icelandic glacier Eyjafjallajökull, who immediately became one of the best-known glaciers in the world when it erupted in April 2010, causing a stir in the air traffic all around the world, I had this crazy idea to make a perfume made from this powerful volcano and glacier. I wasn't even sure if it was possible or how, but the one thing that I knew was that I was going to do it. I was going to make a perfume that would be made from this mystical powers of the glacier. The Icelandic nature, it has inspired me in all of my work as a designer and entrepreneur. That's why I wanted to make a unique perfume which would enable people around the world to feel the energy that inspires me every day. I immediately jumped to the deep end, and a few months later, I launched the first signature fragrance called EFJ Eyjafjallajökull by Gyðja. EFJ is a spicy, light, and fresh ladies' fragrance with hint of citrus, vanilla, roses, and bergamot. The perfume is made with pure glacial water from Eyjafjallajökull. And with every bottle comes a piece of authentic lava stone from the volcano. This exotic perfume immediately became of the most sold perfume nationwide, and the global press became fond of the perfume's unique concept. Since the success of EFJ Eyjafjallajökull, Gyðja received a number of requests to develop a scent suitable for men. I wanted the name to be masculine, powerful, and strength, and seeing that Vatnajökull is the largest glacier in Europe, the name fitted the concept perfectly. A month later, after we started the development in May 2011 of VJK, this huge glacier erupted. And once again, the perfume name becomes a worldwide news because of the interference with flights. The man fragrance is called VJK Vatnajökull, and VJK is a classic spicy, light, and fresh fragrance with hints of citrus, jasmine, white musk, and cashmere wood. He's very, very nice. And like the ladies' fragrance, VJK is made with pure glacial water from Vatnajökull, and with every bottle comes a piece of authentic lava stone. After its launch on Iceland in December 2011, it also went directly into becoming one of the best-selling perfume for men nationwide. I believe in good karma, and to me one of the most important things is to give back to the society as much as possible. Since I'm a woman, I established a fund dedicated for the Icelandic female rescue workers when I launched the first fragrance, EFJ. For every glass that is sold of Gyðja perfumes, a donation goes to this fund, supporting the women financially to get the education and equipment needed for their work. Many farmers lost their lands to ashes and lava, and many rescue workers put themselves in great danger while saving travelers during the eruption in Eyjafjallajökull. In Iceland, every rescue worker does their work voluntarily and pays for their own education and equipment themselves. When we launched VJK for men, I went up to the glacier with the rescue team, where we signed a contract that a donation also from VJK, the man fragrance, would go to the same fund. Our accessories collection from Gyðja are 3. Gyðja Collection, Gyðja Collection, and now Lilja Collection. Gyðja is our signature collection. It is for sophisticated women who care for the environment, have a true sense of style, and are not afraid to express who they are. In the collection from Gyðja, I use unique eco-friendly Icelandic fish skin and beautiful Swarovski crystals. The shoes and accessories are all handmade in Turkey, making the quality extraordinary for each and every piece. Our fish leathers are environmentally sound leathers. A new collection from our company is the Lilja Collection. That is a fast-forward and upfront fashion label for the it girl and the fashion lover that has a great sense of fashion and quality. We will launch for the first time this summer. I collaborated with Haugkaup, that is the largest department store in Iceland, to design affordable collection from synthetic leather called Gyðja Collection that was launched last autumn 2011 with a huge success. Some items were sold out the same day of the launch in several models. Because of the success of the first collection, we made another agreement with Haugkaup to create a second collection that I have already designed and will be launched next autumn 2012. We are first and foremost a marketing company. Our brand is commercial and our image is one of the most important things to us. When building a global lifestyle brand, the marketing and branding part is one of the most important things. My marketing technique is to study the market hard, read all that I can about it, and use what I read into my marketing strategies. Marketing and branding is always on my mind. Even when I read the paper in the morning, I often see something that I know I can use later on. So I cut the article out and I put it up on the mood board and digest it for a while. I try to act fast in terms of marketing and be flexible. The best example is when the Icelandic volcano Eyjafjallajökull erupted and it caused so much stir in the air traffic around the world. I saw this Icelandic glacier was getting very, very famous worldwide. My brand is inspired by Icelandic nature. I'm very connected to the nature and I'm very fond of it. And I use Icelandic eco-friendly fish skin in my accessories. I brainstormed with a piece of paper and a pen in my hand, and out came the idea of my first signature perfume. I had to act fast, and I launched the perfume only several months later, in December 2010. It became a very strong brand name because Eyjafjallajökull was the fourth most talked about word in the worldwide media in 2010. The global press became fond of the perfume's unique concept, and it was very interested about the brand and the fashion entrepreneur from Iceland. Thousands of press articles, printed media, and online news were published worldwide about the brand, giving the company the opportunity to grow into foreign markets. Since I launched the first fragrance, I often get requests to do interviews from foreign media, and sometimes even world famous media, such as BBC, Cosmopolitan, Times, and so on. By being always on the lookout for opportunities, and by choosing different ways in branding and marketing, Gyðja has had a very good press coverage and been successful in marketing globally. By getting free press that would cost many $100,000 if it would be bought from a PR company or similar service. In the near future, I'm determined to expand the business into new markets. With several accessories collection, range of perfumes, and a lot more of very exciting stuff that all have the same concept and are created into our own fashion world with the aim to give power to women and them the opportunity to show their goddess from within, using the mystic and energy from the Icelandic nature. In the near future, I'm set to conquer the European market, the US, and then the rest of the world. I've created a few guidelines for the future and existing entrepreneurs that I like to follow. They, among others, are also possible to find in my book, The Success Secret, that will be published this autumn. Be brave and don't let any people say that you can't do something. Do you remember the story about the monkey trying to compete to get to the top of the hill and everyone was screaming that he wouldn't make it? And well, he did. And out of all the contestants, he was the only one who made it to the top. Once he came back down to the mountain, the crowd asked him how he did it, when they were all saying he wouldn't. Well, the monkey was deaf. He never heard them. He had what he wanted and he did it on his own time. Always, always follow your heart. This is your passion. This is your business, and you are the true heart in it. Without you, it would not be able to grow. Be a leader, don't be a follower. There are two different types of people in this world, the leaders and then the followers. The leaders, they make the new trends, the new products, the new techniques, and the new unique stuff. The followers, they follow and copy the trends and the products. Which group do you want to belong to? Be persistent. Making and building a company is not easy. Don't even dream about it. But it's so much fun. To see your dream come to life, there's nothing like it. It takes time, and you will make many mistakes. There will be many barriers. But it is yours to look at as projects. Needs to be fixed rather than a barrier. To be persistent is probably one of the most important features that an entrepreneur can have. It determines the successful from the rest. And in the end, stay grounded and down to earth. There are few things as repellent as arrogant individuals, and there are few things as charming as humble people. A person who respects all individuals and treats them as he wants to be treated has much greater chance to succeed than the person who doesn't treat others well. To be able to succeed, the people that you surround you with is one of the most important things. No one can build a business successful all by themselves. People want to help people that they respect, that are kind, and that gives them the opportunity to shine. Always treat people in a nice way, with respect, and I can promise that you will get it 1,000 times back. Thank you.